Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like the dreams you have in your heart are too far away? Like life has stacked the odds against you and you're not sure where to start? Let me tell you, the secret to unlocking your potential isn't in some grand miracle or a perfect opportunity. It starts right here, right now in your mind. You see, the most important battle you'll ever fight is the one between your ears. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and your mindset, this is where champions are built. This is where your future is forged. But let me be real with you. Success isn't for the faint-hearted. It isn't about wishing for greatness, it's about working for it. And that work begins with discipline. Discipline is your best friend when motivation takes the day off. You won't always feel like it. There will be days when doubt creeps in, whispering, maybe this isn't for you. Those are the days you show up anyway. Those are the days you plant the seeds of greatness. Start where you are. These 4 words hold the key to unlocking untapped potential and unleashing the future filled with possibilities. Too often we find ourselves caught in the trap of waiting for the right time, the perfect circumstances, or the ideal resources. But let me tell you a truth that will change your perspective. There is no perfect time to begin. What you have in this moment right now is all you need to take the first step toward your dreams. The journey towards success and fulfillment doesn't demand perfection at the outset, it demands courage. Courage to start even when the conditions seem unfavorable. Courage to take a step forward when the path ahead looks uncertain. Think about it, some of the most extraordinary achievements in history began not with a grand plan or abundant resources, but with a single, deliberate action in the face of doubt and fear. When you start where you are, you take ownership of your life. You stop waiting for external validation or external help to push you forward. You realize that everything you need to begin your determination, your creativity, your resilience is already within you. This mindset empowers you to focus not on what you lack, but on what you have. It shifts the narrative from I can't to I can with what I have. There's power in using the tools at your disposal, no matter how limited they may seem. Have you ever noticed how people who achieve remarkable things often come from humble beginnings? It's not because they had more advantages, it's because they made the most of what was available to them. They didn't wait for the perfect set of circumstances. They adapted, they innovated, and they persisted. Starting where you are also helps you build momentum. Action creates energy. It's like rolling a snowball down a hill. Each small movement gathers strength and size as it moves forward. But none of that momentum happens if you never take that first step. The longer you wait, the more the fear of starting grows. Doubts multiply and excuses feel more valid. But the truth is, the hardest part of any journey is the beginning. Once you start, you realize that progress, no matter how small, is achievable. You might be tempted to compare your beginning to someone else's middle or end. That's a trap that will paralyze you. Understand this, everyone starts somewhere. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck, it's the willingness to start and keep going. Comparing yourself to others only robs you of the energy and focus you need to move forward. Instead, keep your eyes on your own lane and focus on what you can do today to make progress. When you start where you are, you also cultivate resilience. Starting small teaches you how to overcome obstacles and solve problems creatively. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, more resourceful, and more determined. Success doesn't come from avoiding challenges, it comes from facing them head on and finding a way through. Every small victory builds confidence, showing you that you are capable of more than you once believed. Another powerful aspect of starting where you are is that it forces you to develop a sense of gratitude. When you make the most of what you have, you begin to appreciate it in ways you never did before. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. It reminds you that even the smallest resources can be valuable when used wisely. This shift in perspective doesn't just help you move forward, it fills your journey with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Starting where you are doesn't mean settling for less. It means laying the foundation for something greater. It's about trusting the process and allowing time to transform your efforts into results. There will be moments when progress feels slow, when doubts creep in, and when the obstacles seem overwhelming. But remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and every small action you take brings you closer to your destination. So let me ask you, what's stopping you from starting today? Is it fear of failure? The feeling that you're not ready? the belief that you need more time, money, or support. Whatever the reason, let it go. None of those things will matter once you take that first step. The act of starting is what will set everything else in motion. The mindset of starting where you are is not just about beginning, it's about believing in your ability to create change. It's about understanding that the power to shape your future is already within your grasp. So take a deep breath, look around, and recognize the potential in this moment. Start where you are and let that first step carry you toward the life you've always envisioned. Embrace discipline over motivation. This principle is not just a cornerstone of success, it's the engine that drives sustainable progress in any area of life. While motivation can spark a fire within you, discipline is the fuel that keeps it burning long after the initial excitement fades. If you rely solely on motivation to achieve your goals, you will find yourself at the mercy of fleeting emotions and unpredictable circumstances. Discipline, however, offers consistency and stability, allowing you to move forward even when the desire to do so wavers. Motivation is a powerful feeling, but it's also unreliable. It's easy to feel motivated at the beginning of a new goal or project. You're inspired, energized, and full of vision. But what happens on the days when that spark isn't there? When the excitement fades and the work becomes challenging or monotonous, motivation often disappears. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline ensures that you show up and put in the effort regardless of how you feel. It transforms your goals from mere wishes into actionable realities. Discipline is about building habits that align with your vision, even when it's inconvenient. It requires making choices that prioritize long-term success over short-term comfort. This might mean waking up early to work on your dreams when you'd rather stay in bed, or saying no to distractions and temptations that don't serve your purpose. Discipline isn't glamorous, but it's effective. It's the quiet, persistent force that helps you push through resistance and stay the course when everything else tries to pull you away. Developing discipline starts with a clear understanding of your why. Why do you want to achieve this goal? Why is it important to you? When you have a compelling reason, discipline becomes less about willpower and more about commitment. It's not just about forcing yourself to act, it's about aligning your actions with your values and priorities. When you remember your why, it becomes easier to make disciplined choices, even in the face of difficulty. Discipline also requires structure. Motivation may inspire you to take the first step, but discipline thrives on routine and consistency. It's about setting up systems and habits that make success inevitable. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, discipline means creating a regular workout schedule and sticking to it, even on the days when you're tired or unmotivated. It means preparing healthy meals in advance to avoid making impulsive choices. Over time, these disciplined actions become second nature, and the results compound. The beauty of discipline is that it builds momentum. Each small, disciplined action reinforces your commitment and strengthens your resolve. It's like climbing a staircase. One step may not seem significant, but as you continue to climb, you reach greater heights. The more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes to maintain that discipline. You develop confidence in your ability to follow through, and that confidence fuels even greater progress. Discipline also teaches resilience. Life will inevitably throw challenges and setbacks your way. There will be moments when things don't go as planned, when obstacles appear insurmountable, or when the effort feels overwhelming. In these moments, motivation often fails. Discipline, however, equips you with the perseverance to keep going. It reminds you that progress is made not in giant leaps, but in consistent, steady steps forward. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is that it leads to freedom. At first, this might seem counterintuitive. Discipline often requires sacrificing immediate gratification, which can feel restrictive. But in reality, discipline frees you from the chaos of inconsistency and the frustration of unmet potential. It allows you to create a life of purpose and fulfillment, where your actions align with your goals and values. This freedom is far more rewarding than any fleeting comfort or indulgence. Discipline doesn't mean you won't make mistakes or have moments of weakness. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. When you slip up, discipline helps you get back on track. It teaches you to view setbacks as learning opportunities rather than failures. Over time, you realize that discipline isn't just a tool for achieving goals, it's a way of life that shapes your character and builds your inner strength. So how do you embrace discipline over motivation? Start small. Focus on one habit or action that aligns with your goals and commit to doing it consistently. Set realistic expectations and celebrate your progress along the way. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support your journey. And most importantly, remind yourself that discipline is not a punishment, it's a gift you give to yourself. It's the foundation of a life well lived, a life where you can look back and say, I didn't just dream about it, I made it happen. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the quiet, steady force that keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. Embrace it, and you'll discover that the rewards far outweigh the sacrifices. In the end, discipline isn't just what you do, it's who you become. Learn from failures. This principle is not just a lesson, it's a mindset that can redefine how you approach life. Failure is often seen as something to avoid, a mark of inadequacy or defeat. But in truth, failure is one of the most valuable teachers you will ever encounter. It is not the end of the road, it's a stepping stone, a tool for growth, and an invitation to become better. When you shift your perspective on failure, you unlock the ability to use it as a catalyst for success. Failure forces you to confront the reality of your efforts. It shows you what worked, what didn't, and where you need to improve. When you experience failure, it's not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of your process. It's an opportunity to assess your approach, identify weaknesses, and refine your strategy. Without failure, growth stagnates. Success achieved without challenge or setback rarely teaches resilience or depth. Failure provides the depth needed to truly appreciate and sustain achievement. One of the most empowering truths about failure is that it strips away the illusion of perfection. Perfection is a myth that often paralyzes people, preventing them from even attempting something new or ambitious. When you fail, you realize that perfection was never the goal, progress was. This realization frees you from the fear of making mistakes, allowing you to take risks and push boundaries. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, and failure is often the companion of bold action. Failure also builds resilience. Each setback is a test of your determination and your ability to rise again. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Every failure you encounter adds to your strength, preparing you to handle greater challenges in the future. Over time, resilience becomes a core part of your character, enabling you to face adversity with confidence. The process of learning from failure requires humility. It's easy to blame external factors, circumstances, or even other people when things go wrong. But true growth comes from looking inward and taking responsibility. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? What lessons can I take from this experience? Humility allows you to see failure not as a punishment, but as feedback. This feedback is invaluable because it guides you toward improvement and helps you avoid repeating the same mistakes. Failure also teaches patience and persistence. In a world that often glorifies instant success, it's easy to forget that most great achievements are the result of years of effort, trial, and error. When you learn from failure, you develop the patience to stay the course even when results aren't immediate. You begin to understand that setbacks are temporary and that persistence will eventually lead to breakthroughs. This mindset keeps you moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Failure has a way of revealing your true potential. It pushes you to dig deeper, think more creatively, and work harder than you thought possible. When faced with failure, you have two choices: to give up or to rise to the challenge. Choosing the latter allows you to discover strengths and abilities you didn't know you had. In many cases, the greatest successes come after moments of profound failure because those moments force you to evolve and adapt. Another lesson failure teaches is the importance of perspective. A single failure does not define your entire journey. It's a moment in time, a chapter in your story, not the whole book. When you step back and see failure in the context of the bigger picture, it loses its power to discourage you. You begin to understand that each failure is just one part of the process, a necessary step on the path to your goals. Failure also fosters empathy and connection. When you've experienced setbacks, you gain a deeper understanding of others who are going through their own struggles. This shared experience of imperfection creates a sense of solidarity and compassion. You become more supportive, more willing to lend a hand, and more open to collaboration. Failure reminds us that we are all human, and it's in our shared challenges that we find common ground. Learning from failure instills a sense of gratitude. When you overcome setbacks, you gain a greater appreciation for your achievements. You realize that the journey, with all its ups and downs, is what shapes you. Gratitude transforms failure from something to fear into something to embrace. It becomes a reminder of how far you've come and a motivator for how far you can still go. Failure is not an enemy to be avoided, it's a teacher to be embraced. When you learn from failure, you gain wisdom, resilience, and strength. You become someone who doesn't just survive setbacks, but thrives because of them. Success built on the lessons of failure is more meaningful, more lasting, and more rewarding. So the next time you face failure, don't run from it. Lean into it, learn from it, and let it guide you toward the person you're meant to become. Surround yourself with people who inspire and uplift you. This is not just advice, it's a strategy for life. The people you choose to keep close have a profound impact on your mindset, behavior, and success. They influence your thoughts, shape your values, and either fuel your dreams or diminish them. Choosing the right circle of influence is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make because it directly affects your ability to grow, persevere, and achieve your goals. Your environment is like fertile soil, and the people around you are the nutrients that feed it. Positive, inspiring individuals encourage you to dream bigger, work harder, and push through obstacles. They believe in your potential, even when you doubt yourself. Their words, actions, and energy create an atmosphere of possibility that nurtures your ambitions. These are the people who remind you of your worth, challenge you to improve, and celebrate your victories. They become a source of strength and motivation when the path gets tough. On the other hand, negative or uninspiring individuals can act like weeds, draining your energy and stifling your growth. They may dismiss your ideas, belittle your efforts, or impose their limitations on you. Over time, their influence can chip away at your confidence and erode your drive. It's not about judging or blaming these individuals. They may not even realize the effect they're having. But it's crucial to recognize when your environment is no longer conducive to your growth and take steps to change it. Choosing the right people to surround yourself with starts with self-awareness. You need to be clear about your goals, values, and the kind of life you want to build. When you have a strong sense of purpose, it becomes easier to identify the individuals who align with your vision. Look for people who embody the qualities you admire, whether it's integrity, determination, creativity, or kindness. These individuals will inspire you not through words alone, but through their actions and the example they set. Building a positive circle of influence doesn't mean cutting everyone else out of your life. It's about being intentional with your time and energy. You can still have relationships with people who may not share your ambitions, but you should be mindful of the extent to which their energy impacts you. Prioritize spending time with those who uplift you and limit interactions with those who drain you. This isn't selfish, it's a necessary act of self-care. The beauty of surrounding yourself with inspiring people is that it creates a ripple effect. Their positivity and determination are contagious. When you're around individuals who strive for excellence, you naturally begin to hold yourself to higher standards. Their success stories encourage you to believe in your own potential. Their resilience in the face of challenges reminds you that setbacks are temporary, and their unwavering support gives you the courage to take risks and pursue your dreams. Equally important is the role you play in your circle of influence. Relationships are not one-sided, they thrive on mutual support and encouragement. Just as you seek inspiration from others, strive to be a source of inspiration yourself. Celebrate the successes of those around you, offer a helping hand when they struggle, and share wisdom or insights that could benefit them. Being a positive influence doesn't just strengthen your relationships, it reinforces your own values and aspirations. Surrounding yourself with the right people also fosters accountability. When you're part of a group that values growth and achievement, you're less likely to settle for mediocrity. Your circle becomes a sounding board for your ideas and a source of constructive feedback. They challenge you to stay true to your goals and call you out when you deviate from your path. This accountability is invaluable because it keeps you focused and grounded even when distractions or self-doubt arise. It's important to remember that no one succeeds alone. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of collaboration, mentorship, and support. The people who inspire and uplift you play a vital role in your journey. They offer perspectives you may not have considered, solutions you might not have found on your own, and encouragement when you need it most. Their presence reminds you that you're not alone in your struggles or aspirations. If you find yourself without a strong circle of support, don't be discouraged. Building meaningful connections takes time and effort, but it's worth every bit of the investment. Seek out communities, organizations, or groups that align with your interests and goals.
Be open to meeting new people and sharing your story. Genuine relationships are built on authenticity, so don't be afraid to show vulnerability and express your aspirations.
Surrounding yourself with people who inspire and uplift you is not just about achieving success, it's about living a fulfilling and meaningful life. When you have a support system that believes in you, encourages you, and challenges you to grow, you become the best version of yourself. You discover strengths you didn't know you had, overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable, and achieve goals that once felt out of reach. The right people not only shape your journey, they make it extraordinary. Embrace discipline as your foundation. Discipline is not just about structure or rules, it is the bridge between your goals and their realization. It is the cornerstone of every successful endeavor and the key to unlocking your potential. Without discipline, even the most ambitious dreams can falter. While with it, even the most daunting challenges can be overcome. It is a mindset, a practice, and a way of life that keeps you grounded, focused, and resilient in the face of adversity. Discipline begins with commitment. When you decide on a goal, discipline is the force that keeps you aligned with that decision. It's easy to be excited at the start, fueled by the novelty of a new idea or the motivation of a fresh beginning. But as time passes and obstacles arise, motivation wanes. This is where discipline steps in. It ensures that you keep showing up, putting in the effort, and moving forward even on the days when you don't feel like it. Discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is that it creates structure in your life. When you establish routines and set priorities, you eliminate chaos and distraction. You know what needs to be done and when, allowing you to focus your energy on what truly matters. This structure becomes a source of clarity, helping you make decisions that align with your long-term objectives. It also fosters a sense of control, giving you the confidence to tackle challenges and adapt to changes. Discipline also teaches you the value of delayed gratification. In a world that often prioritizes instant rewards, discipline reminds you that the best outcomes take time. It requires you to sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term gains, a trade-off that can be difficult but deeply rewarding. When you embrace this principle, you develop patience and perseverance. You learn to trust the process, knowing that your consistent efforts will eventually yield results. Another important aspect of discipline is self-mastery. It's not just about external actions, but also about internal control. Discipline empowers you to manage your thoughts, emotions, and impulses. It helps you resist temptations that could derail your progress and maintain focus in the face of distractions. This self-control extends to every area of your life, from your work habits to your relationships, enhancing your overall well-being and effectiveness. Discipline is also the foundation for building habits. When you practice discipline, you create routines that become second nature over time. These habits eliminate the need for constant decision-making, freeing up mental energy for more important tasks. Whether it's exercising regularly, reading daily, or dedicating time to personal growth, disciplined habits compound over time, leading to significant achievements. The small, consistent actions you take every day are the building blocks of your success. Failure and setbacks are inevitable on any journey, but discipline equips you to handle them with grace. When you face challenges, discipline keeps you anchored to your purpose. It helps you assess the situation objectively, learn from your mistakes, and adjust your approach without losing sight of your goals. Discipline turns setbacks into stepping stones, enabling you to grow stronger and more resilient with each experience. Discipline is not restrictive, it is liberating. When you cultivate discipline, you free yourself from the chaos of indecision and the burden of inconsistency. You gain the ability to focus on what truly matters, aligning your actions with your values and aspirations. This alignment brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose as you see your efforts translating into tangible results. Discipline gives you the freedom to create the life you envision rather than being at the mercy of external circumstances. It's important to note that discipline is a skill, not an inherent trait. It can be developed and strengthened with practice. Start with small, achievable commitments, and gradually build upon them. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor, and use it as motivation to keep going. Discipline doesn't require perfection, it requires persistence. Every step you take reinforces your ability to stay the course, making discipline a part of who you are. Discipline also inspires others. When people see your consistency, determination, and ability to follow through, they are encouraged to adopt similar principles in their own lives. Your discipline becomes a source of motivation, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond your personal achievements. It sets an example of what is possible when you commit to your goals and refuse to waver in the face of challenges. Discipline is the foundation upon which all other qualities are built. It amplifies your talents, strengthens your character, and drives your success. It transforms your potential into reality, turning dreams into achievements and aspirations into milestones. Discipline is not a burden, it is a gift you give to yourself, a gift that unlocks your full potential and leads to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and excellence. When you embrace discipline, you set the stage for greatness, creating a life that reflects your highest aspirations and deepest values. Stay hungry for growth and never settle for less than your full potential. Growth is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous process of learning, evolving, and becoming. It requires you to challenge yourself, step out of your comfort zone, and aim higher than you ever thought possible. This hunger for growth is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stagnant. It is the relentless pursuit of improvement that drives you to unlock new levels of success and fulfillment in life. Staying hungry begins with a mindset that values progress over perfection. It's not about comparing yourself to others, but about being better than you were yesterday. This perspective allows you to celebrate your achievements without becoming complacent, recognizing that every milestone is just a stepping stone toward greater heights. When you're hungry for growth, you're never satisfied with mediocrity. You push yourself to exceed your own expectations and break through the limitations of what you once believed was possible. A hunger for growth requires curiosity and an eagerness to learn. The most successful individuals are lifelong learners who seek knowledge from every opportunity and experience. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and staying relevant means adapting and evolving. Whether it's reading books, attending workshops, seeking mentorship, or learning from failure, a commitment to learning keeps you sharp, informed, and ready to seize opportunities when they arise. This desire for growth also demands that you embrace discomfort. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. Progress requires you to face challenges, take risks, and endure setbacks. It's in those moments of discomfort that you discover your true strength and resilience. When you stay hungry for growth, you're willing to step into the unknown, knowing that every challenge brings with it the potential for transformation. The willingness to fail forward is what ultimately leads to breakthroughs and lasting success. Staying hungry also means setting audacious goals that stretch your abilities and push you to rise above your current circumstances. When your goals are ambitious, they force you to think creatively, work harder, and become resourceful. They ignite a fire within you, compelling you to take consistent action and stay focused on your vision. These goals serve as a compass, guiding you toward the life you aspire to create and keeping you motivated even when the path seems difficult. A key element of staying hungry is maintaining a sense of purpose. Your hunger for growth is fueled by a deep understanding of why you do what you do. Purpose gives your efforts meaning, providing the emotional and mental energy needed to keep going when things get tough. When you're connected to your purpose, you're more likely to persevere through challenges and remain committed to your goals. Purpose turns obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into lessons, allowing you to view every experience as part of your growth journey. Staying hungry for growth also means surrounding yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. Your environment plays a crucial role in shaping your mindset and aspirations. When you're in the company of individuals who are equally committed to growth, their energy and determination become contagious. They encourage you to think bigger, aim higher, and hold yourself to a higher standard. Their support and insights push you to continually raise the bar and strive for excellence. Self-reflection is another vital component of staying hungry for growth. Regularly taking the time to assess your progress, identify areas for improvement, and recalibrate your goals ensures that you remain on the right track. Self-reflection helps you stay accountable, celebrate your wins, and address any habits or behaviors that may be holding you back. It's through this process that you gain clarity and insight, empowering you to take intentional steps toward your aspirations. Hunger for growth requires resilience and adaptability. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. However, when you're committed to growth, you view these setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow stronger. Resilience allows you to bounce back from failures and keep moving forward, while adaptability ensures that you remain flexible and open to change. Together, these qualities enable you to navigate challenges with confidence and continue progressing toward your goals. Staying hungry is not about chasing success for its own sake, but about fulfilling your potential and living a life of purpose and impact. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be and using your talents, skills, and experiences to make a difference in the world. When you're hungry for growth, you're not just focused on what you can achieve, but also on how you can contribute to the lives of others. This mindset transforms your journey from a pursuit of personal success to a legacy of inspiration and influence. Staying hungry for growth is a commitment to becoming your best self. It's a promise to never settle for less than what you're capable of and to keep striving for excellence in every area of your life. It's about embracing the process, trusting your potential, and believing that your best days are always ahead of you. When you stay hungry for growth, you unlock the limitless possibilities within you, creating a life that is rich in meaning, fulfillment, and success.